Hi guys, what's up? I decided to make a video, and I just wanted to make this video for a good reason. This has to do with the current seasons of the with the current CGI Thomas series. And I actually have a problem with the writing. Well, sort of. It's the use of characters. Yup, as you can guess by the title, this video will be about Thomas, and for a good reason. Now, I like the current seasons of Thomas. My only problem is I do have like one really huge nitpick. It's Thomas appearing in every single episode, even though he clearly does not need to appear. Now, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, but he's the main character and the show is named after him, so he has to appear. Yeah, well, newsflash. You're wrong. Just because Thomas is the main character and just because the show is named after him does not mean he should appear in every single episode. His appearance is unnecessary and doesn't contribute to the story. I'll give you a good example. Like in season 20, like when we finally get Railway Series adapted stories, Thomas appears in one of them, even though he did not in the book. Like for example, Small Railway Engines. Thomas did not appear in that book at all. But yet in the TV series adaptation of it, he does. Just for example. Oh, and another one, Toad and the Whale. Why does Thomas have to appear in every single episode? It just drives me nuts. Well, it doesn't drive me nuts. It just kind of bothers me. His appearance is very unnecessary. Say the episode is about. Oh wait, I'll get to that in a little. Actually, I'll get to that in a little bit. But why does he have to appear? Yes, I know. Okay, I already went over that. I know this. It was just the 70th anniversary. I know. Newsflash. That's old news now. Okay, and Hit Entertainment and Mattel, if you're watching this, stop putting Thomas in every single episode. His appearance is unnecessary. Say the episode. I'll give you an example. For example, say the episode is about Bill and Ben. They try to do their work, and Thomas of all engines has to be used. Come on. Use another character. Use Edward. Thomas could have easily been replaced by Edward. And for a good reason. Edward, Bill, and Ben is a good combination. Not Thomas. Seriously. I'm going to use this as an argument, as an example. And as an example. Take a look at the Arthur TV series. Yes, those are based on the books too, and it's very similar to Thomas. But unlike the Thomas TV series, you don't. Yes, I know Arthur is the title character and he's the most iconic and popular. But unlike the Thomas series, you don't see Arthur appearing in other characters' episodes, even if it's an unnecessary appearance. Like for the example, say like the episode Sue Ellen Veges Out, or even the early seasons. Arthur was not seen that much in the early seasons. His appearances were frequent in the early seasons, throughout the series as well. So why can't the Thomas series look? I know they did that in the classic series, as well as a little bit in the new series. But still, why can't they follow the Arthur TV series? Have Thomas's role be replaced by... for example, have Thomas's role be replaced by Edward, for example. He's the voice of reason and fits the role well. Edward fits the role very well as the voice of reason, as that's his personality. But they just decide not to use Thomas because I mean, they decide not to use Edward despite being the most popular, despite being a main character, and go for Thomas instead. And yes, many fans complain that Thomas' appearance is unnecessary. Like in the example, mucking about. Like for the example, in the episode Mucking About, which involves Max and Monty. Why couldn't another engine be used for that role? Why couldn't they use Percy for that role? We've clearly seen Percy interact with the pack before, besides Thomas. So why does Thomas have to be used instead of Percy? To me, that just isn't right, and it doesn't make sense to me. And plus, and this also happened in the Jack in the Pack series spin-off. Even though the engines are not supposed to be even though the railway is not supposed to be involved in the spin-off. Yes, I know, yes, I know, it takes place on Sodor. But come on, have Thomas make cameos. Or better yet, be like the classic series. Have him be mentioned, have a non-speaking role, or just be cameos, or have him appear in a deleted scene. Do any of those, just like in the classic series. But seriously, stop having Thomas appear in every single episode. It just makes me frustrated. I mean, seriously. Okay. I think I got, I'm glad I got that off of my plate, and I actually have to agree with MikeD57s on this. His appearance is unnecessary. Oh, and by the way, MikeD57s, if you're watching this, this is dedicated to you. As I've heard you complain about Thomas's appearance Thomas's unnecessary appearance or being shoehorned. I actually have to agree with you on that. His appearances were shoehorned. Why can't he be replaced by another engine? Have him be replaced by Edward of all engines. Out of all the characters they use Edward as the voice of reason, not this blue star-billing bastard. Seriously, if an episode involves Max and Monty, have Edward be the voice of reason instead of Thomas. But yeah, okay, that's enough about that, and I think I've complained about that enough. But seriously, comment down below if you like this video about me, talking about it. Oh, there's one more thing I forgot to bring up. Yes, I think the whole reason Thomas appeared in every episode, starting from season 9, was because I think they decided to do that just for the hell of it. But, yeah, for the future episodes, they really need to, but yeah, hit entertainment and Mattel. If you are watching this, please limit Thomas's screen time. Have him be replaced by Edward, or Bill and Ben, or any of the other main engines. Heck, even use Rosie, Stanley, or any of the other Steve engines. Hell, even use Duck, Toby, or the Scottish Twins. Use any of those guys. Use any of those engines, but Thomas. Anyway, that's all. I just wanted to make this video because I wanted to. And and once again, MikeD57s, if you are watching this, this is dedicated to you. Comment, subscribe, and share this video if you'd like, and give this video a thumbs up. And also subscribe to my channel for more content and videos. And I will see you guys next time.